if you didn't come on today in this live to clear things up, if you not seeking proper closure and your purpose was to vent, you couldn't have found somebody to confide in on the back end to just vent to rather
I
than
didn't want to.
start
I
the
didn't
live.
want to. I didn't want to. I
You
didn't
wanted to
want
do it in this order.
I wanted
Okay,
to do
got
it
it.
just the fuck like this.
And you wanted to involve me.
No, I wanted you to clear up what I felt like was what needed to have been said. And
Have I done that?
For me, you have, because
Okay.
my being a bad friend and dogging her and being in any way disparaging towards her never existed. It didn't exist on the back end. It didn't exist on my platform.
But I don't think even for back then, I don't even think back then the words that came out of my mouth to Tea Time was you were dogging her. Tea Time said
Oh, it
that.
absolutely was. And I baby,
Hold on.
please.
Because we can replay it. We can replay it. When Tea Time said that, her love, a part of what she considers betrayal is her friends even being amongst a bitch talking negatively about her was enough for her. And I said, oh, that happened? That was enough for her. And I could prove it. That was enough for her. You not saying shit, you not stopping shit, you still remaining associated with me was
Okay,
enough
but
for her.
HB, you proved it. With a picture?
With the picture and things that I said and you confirming it.
I didn't confirm shit back then. So
Okay.
no, I didn't. I didn't confirm shit back then.
Maybe I don't remember right then.
Absolutely. That was the whole thing. I would not address it. She specifically said to me, I would never
think back
forget
then her
these
issue
words.
was her not understanding you befriending somebody like me. I didn't understand it either, but I was happy that it happened at the time. Her not understanding you befriending somebody like me expressing my hate for her. I didn't even have to majority of the time. You already knew what was up. You had to know that some Snakegate shit was underway because after all that, the beginning of this year, I'm just going to be okay with, I don't even think fucking 60 days had went by without you saying something negatively about me. You were going, I'm somebody to be trusted. She already knew that I had to have been speaking negatively about her. And that was in fact true. And when they asked what was said, I said, not a fuck thing. We was cool. Next day we back on the phone. We planning a trip to the DR. We hosting the Foxhole and shit like that. That was enough for her. Fuck the dog. That right there was enough for her. That was enough.
Okay. And if that was her boundary, again, I go back to what I said. If that was her boundary, that's where it was. Then what I got from her in that moment was exactly what she wanted me to get from her, which was, fuck you, I'm done. And that's why I backed all the way to fuck off. So if I was the terrible friend, then so fucking be it. I was the terrible friend. I know I wasn't.
Who was?
I don't believe anybody was the terrible friend. That's the thing. I've never made her out to be a terrible friend. Because if that was the case, then you should have had a whole arsenal of shit that I would have told you, right? I never made her out to be a terrible friend. Not reciprocating. Yeah, that shit sucked. But even at that,
from the things that you did tell me, she didn't sound like a good one either. You feel what I'm saying?
Still never made her out to be a terrible friend. If I said to you there was an issue before, then there was an issue before. I didn't go into any details with you about what that was. You made the assumption that it had something to do with Navi.
That's not true.
That was it 100% was your assumption, HB. It was your assumption on the phone call that day.
It wasn't though.
It was, because she had said something about him on the app. That's what prompted you to say it.
Jeff, I'm telling you, it wasn't an assumption.
It was, because that was not, if that's what you thought, it was an assumption, because that's not what it was.
All right. It was an assumption.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying the initial issue that we had nothing to do with Navi. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So you're saying y'all original problem didn't have nothing to do with Navi, not the situation. Okay, got it.
You keep saying that it had to do with that, and it didn't. It had nothing to do with him.
So when I came into the picture, and my understanding, the issue that y'all was having was regarding Navi. So if it wasn't that, then what was it?
It doesn't matter what it was. It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
That.
I mean, from my understanding, I always thought it was that. So,
but I told you that day. I was like, it ain't got shit to do with Navi. Sheffy, I don't know. You know, I mean,
because at that time, that's all I knew. That's all I knew.
You right, and I let you. That's what you want to take off with it. Take off with it. I've already told you that that's not what it was. I wasn't gonna go into no details about what it was. Hey, do you if that's what you want to believe? Because I'm telling you that that's not it.
So okay, let me tell you. I felt like the very root of you and Tea Time's issue was a nigga, and that's why she was saying I did not want y'all to be a thing.
So let's clear that up. The root of me and Tea Time's issue had nothing to do with a nigga, or a penis, or a vagina. It had nothing to do with any outside person.
Did it have something to do with you being her guard? Okay, let's do a series of questions. Well, did it have something? Let's eliminate.
I'm not fixing to do a series of questions when it comes to that. That's it. That's it.
That makes sense, though, sure. So if it did have anything to do with you being a guard dog on her panel
in this moment, HB, I really don't.
Okay, so listen to me.
I made
Hear me
clear.
out. Did it have anything to do with you being a guard dog on her panel for her?
No, HB. You might as well.
It couldn't have been that either because that was the choice.
You might as well just stop. Because I'm not.
I'll stop.
What our initial issue was, it was what it was, and that's just it.
Okay. I don't know. That's why proper closure can't happen, Chef, because you don't even know why.
I absolutely know. Just because I won't say it on this app.
Do Tina?
That's a question you have to ask her.
She can't know either. We don't know. I don't think you know. She can't. So I'm. That's what I'm saying. I'm lost. Like, how can y'all work through something, or create boundaries or something, or compromise or something, or communicate about something, or comprehend something? You don't even know what the something is.
Assumptions that these conversations have not happened between she and I, because I'm not telling you or the people that's in here doesn't mean that these conversations did not happen between she and I.
But this is what happened when you vent on the front end. The people want answers. They need you know what I'm saying? This is what happens on the front end. You have to say, you get what I'm saying? I understand you don't want to hear.
I ain't got to do shit but stay black and die.
That's true too.
That's the only thing I have to do. That's the only thing. And see, this is something else I really need to make clear. Because I saw somebody say cloud chasing.
You surprised by that? Because they don't understand.
I'm absolutely not. I'm absolutely not. And I want y'all to really understand. Y'all got me a few more months. I'm done with this app on everything. So clout, nope, not. Because I'm not trying to be no huge streamer. I'm not trying to have 400,000 followers. That's the last thing I want. If I'm keeping it all the way up being with you when it comes to this. Because let's be honest, this right here may not even be here a month from now.
So can I give you my honest opinion on the relation? Just my opinion, Chef. Okay. I'm not. You're right. This is an assumption. Okay, I'll give you that. Just give me a moment of silence. This is what I feel. And I could be dead ass wrong, but this is my opinion. All right. And I'm gonna be fair as fuck. And I don't deal with tea time, but like I said, I know how to turn my bullshit off. I feel like the issue is Tea Time had this platform, right? From my understanding, Tea Time platform was before you. You guys became cool. You used to be a panelist on Tea Time's platform, correct? No. You was not a panelist on Tea Time's platform?
Wait, are you saying that Finish your statement. Hold on. Go ahead. Finish your statement. I'm sorry. Finish your statement.
Tea Time
Yeah,
had
yeah.
this
I was up there. but I wasn't like a comment.
Okay, so let me tell you, this is just my perspective, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
Go ahead.
You was Tea Time's panelist. Y'all became close. Y'all ended up creating a friendship outside of the app, right? Y'all linked up. Y'all had a good time. Whatever. Y'all kicked it cool. Y'all consider one another friends. While you are a panelist on Tea Time's platform, it's just human nature for you to be defensive regarding her, because you are, in fact, Chef, whether you want to admit it or not, building your platform off of her platform by being a panelist. People are following you. Who's this lady who's Chef? Your personality came out of you being what you consider a guard dog on her platform, right? You used to clock shit. It wasn't always a guard dog. You used to clock shit up down that platform and bring a lot of clarity to shit and shit like that, right? So you built your platform off her platform. But after a while, you started feeling like, I'm looking like, a loser bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking like this rah-rah person, whatever the case may be. You're always the person fighting. She gets to stay in the light because she seems neutral with everybody, whatever the case may be. Because it was times where Tea Time don't give a fuck if her whole panel disagrees with her. She feels differently about somebody. That's just what she feels differently about somebody, whatever the case may be. You start feeling some type of way about that, because apparently y'all was having conversations on the back end, y'all on one accord, but you get on live and she's being neutral. It's like she going against whatever the grain was, the case may be, and you up there fighting for your motherfucking life. Then here you go. She tell you, I guess you show, and she put you down with an author to help you build your book, your cooking book, or whatever the case may be. She didn't link you with Navi she didn't refer her friend to you for your cooking book. That was all on you, Navi? Okay, got it. Okay, so you get with Navi for the cooking book, whatever the case may be. She expressed she don't want y'all to date or whatever. She didn't want friends to be a thing. You didn't understand that. You had a problem with that. You went behind her back and did it anyways. Type of ordeal. No, I'm just wrong about all that. Okay, I'm gonna stop before I get too far. I'm trying to say my goddamn.
And even the beginning part. No, I actually met T on a neutral person's. I had already started going live before I knew who T was.
Was your platform as big as?
As a matter of fact, no, of course not. No, it wasn't. But it wasn't. My being over there was not to build my platform, because again, that was the narrative, right? That I'm an opportunist. A real opportunist would not have her on my platform if I was trying to bring people, like really bring people to me. I was getting maybe 15 followers from her here or there. I didn't know. An opportunist has the person in their platform so that everybody flocks to their platform. I didn't do that. I never did that.
Okay.
So absolutely not. Absolutely not. And she said it more than once. She put that out there repeatedly.
You see what I just did?
I will give her credit for.
Did you see what I just did?
What?
I just eliminated the platform shit being a problem. So we already know what the problem is, and that's the shit that you're trying to avoid talking about.
So again, it's layers, HB. Everything is just not just because my platform didn't birth out of hers doesn't mean that the platform.
It's not about the birth. That's not the game I just played on you. That's not the chess heavy on the chess move that I just made on you. What I did was make you eliminate the platform shit being a problem. I ain't even feel like that. I made you eliminate you being a guard dog, the platform shit being a problem. So that ain't the problem. It got to be the shit you avoiding talking about. It got to be the shit that I was told was the problem from the beginning. It got to be the shit that it is. It got to be that problem. It got to be what I said. It got to be the knowledge thing.
One singular. It's not just, you can't just say
it ain't no
that
more.
Right there is the only reason. It literally is a conglomerate of reasons.
But you can't tell us one of the conglomerate of whatever word.
I have given you several. Y'all not listening. I have given you several.
Today?
Am I talking to myself?
Yeah, today?
I'm sorry. Read the comments, because I have given several. You're hearing what you want to hear. Because you're not hearing what you don't know, then to you, I'm not saying anything.
Y'all in the comments talking about she doesn't have to be honest, then what the fuck is we here for? She could have went up in tea time.
No, don't, no. Don't ignore.
Or she could have texted her friend and said, don't use our friendship as an example on this bitch no more. Come on now, bitch. Remember, I already told you about that.
Wait,
So,
HB, don't do that.
ahead.
Don't ignore
I ain't
the
trying to do
people
nothing,
saying.
but I'm trying to make this shit make some sense.
I don't know what you're talking about in what you just said. What I'm talking about is don't ignore the people saying, yes, I have given several reasons. That's what, this is not just, I walked in and she was fucking my husband.
I heard one
That's
reason,
what
and that's
that is. That's cut and dry. This is not a cut and dry situation. I've said that several times. There are still things that are triggering me, clearly. This is an example of it. I've said that. I'm saying that. It's not
my people down there telling me. Okay, my people down there telling me it has been multiple things. I only heard one thing today,
It's
and that was
been
the fact that
multiple
she made
things I've
y'all's
stated.
relationship. Okay, my bad then. Maybe I'm on a super fast. Okay, I'm damn near on an 18-hour fast. So it could be my brain that's not. I don't know. I just heard one thing, one solid thing today, and that's that she using y'all's old friendship as an example. I ain't heard that stuff. Maybe I'm tripping.
No, I said you asked me when I gave you that as an answer. You asked me what got me here, and I said hearing her say, I can't even remember exactly what she said, but it triggered me. And we say on
somebody
this
in the
app,
comments said Tea Time wants to know what did you bring to the platform,
and we
what did
say
she
on
bring to the
this,
platform?
and we say on this app, ain't nobody responsible for your triggers. Right? Whatever she said took me from 0 to 1,000,000 just like that. That is exactly what I said.
Oh, regarding that damn what you call it? Y'all send me $100 so I can order me a steak. That situation with the not the well, what's the nigga name? St. John.
Okay, what about it?
What did she say that took you from 0 to 100? And what did she bring out to the platform?
Huh?
That y'all was talking about personally. Because that's what they in the comments saying. That's what she was saying. I mean, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm lost. Am I the only person that's lost?
You trying to get these no, because you're trying to make it a cut and dry. It was just this and that's it. And soon as we pinpoint that's just that one thing, and I'm going to say it again. It's not just one thing. Just like she can say the same thing. It wasn't for her. I don't believe it. Well, I don't know. It was just one thing. It was a myriad of things that happened.
Well, can I get 2 of the myriad of things that
I've
happened?
given you like 5 today. Where have you been?
Sorry, I need to eat. Can y'all send me $100?
And why are you fasting for 18 hours?
I do it every day.
Oh, okay.
Because I get fat fast, right? If I eat 3 times a day, I'll be 40 pounds in 2 days. So I have a very slow metabolism.
Okay.
Somebody said, can you name them again for us? I swear, we're not trying to piss you off, Chef. But we are trying to figure out. I think she's saying it's a buildup over time.
It literally is exactly that. Like, that's literally what I'm saying. Everybody thought that it was you. It wasn't you. Did you add to it? Of course. But it wasn't just you. A lot of what I would say for her side of it, it was you. Because for her, I was the fucked up friend, right? Because you were able to say, which again, HB, you still kind of HBing a little bit. Nothing you said when I was present. And that was the other thing. Every time there was a group call, everybody wasn't in the group call, and you know it. So even if you were dogging her, don't mean I was in there for it. That's the other part of it. So, but that's neither here nor there at this point. For her, me even being, or you even being in my presence to say that her teeth was raggedy was enough for her. And okay, cool. again, because she never gave me the space and opportunity to show her what those messages look like, from my perspective, she was pushing back. So I gave her that space.
Somebody in the comments said, was HB and Navi the straw that broke the camel's back?
Navi doesn't have anything to do with this.
Well, I was, pretty much.
HB was, yes. For her, it was HB and me being in the same atmosphere where she could say one negative word in my presence and me not jump down her throat. And I get that for her. I'm not disputing that for her. But what was being presented by HB versus what actually happened were not the same. It was being sensationalized as if it was just, oh my God, she's this, she's that, and it just wasn't that. It really wasn't. It was stuff like, Chef, I don't know how you call
You
her
believe
a
it's
friend,
it was the
but no,
reciprocation?
don't do that. Don't do that. See, that's why you can't hear shit. Because when I'm saying shit, you're talking, you're asking me stuff.
Okay, go ahead, my bad. You're right.
You would say stuff like, damn, Chef, I thought that was your friend. Damn, Chef, why would she just let him at that, and him being St. John that particular time, him being said, why would she just let him do you like that? So it wasn't stuff like, oh, she a raggedy bitch. Oh, she a $2 hoe. Oh, it wasn't nothing like that. It was her giving her opinion of stuff that she saw that was transpiring. Mm-hmm. Who am I to tell you that you shouldn't feel a way about what you just saw somebody say or do? If I felt like what you said went too far, I would have stopped you. Now,
Somebody
for her defense, she felt like because, or she may feel like, let me say this, she may feel like because I already had an issue with her that I just allowed my usual defense for her wasn't here, it was here. So I allowed things that I wouldn't have normally allowed.
So for people in the comments is constantly asking, what did she bring to the app? What did Tea Time bring to the app? It was expressed before the repo thing, but I believe that Chef didn't have a problem with that.
What?
The repo thing coming to the app.
Who you think brought it to the app?
So that's what I'm telling them in the comments. That's not the problem. I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. We are trying to figure out what the problem is. In the meantime, can y'all send a fucking fund? Send $200. Shit. To my cash app.
I absolutely brought it to the app.
So what could be left? Let me think. You said Navi's not the problem. You said I was only 60% of the problem. Reciprocation, that can't be the whole 40. So I'm trying to figure. Do tell, young lady, because I'm really trying to. I'm not even trying.
I know I did. I'm very aware of what I put on this app, and I am the one that put that out there. What $2 did was $2 claimed that she knew where my truck was after I'm the one that put it out there. Nobody knew nothing. I'm the one that put that out there.
Oh, wait a minute, Chef. Thank y'all for the. Hold on, Chef. Thanks for the 150 cash app, y'all. I'm gonna eat in a minute. Thank y'all. Don't nobody else say nothing. Okay, back to you. Listen, I think with the people.
Hold on. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Your booty crack showing like a mechanic.
Sorry. Trying to get my charger. Okay. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay. So. I said, I wish you would set and never come back up, bitch. You really get on my goddamn nerves. You be everywhere I'm at. But I think, like I said, the people just trying to get some clarity on what the 40% is. You have already debunked It's not you being no guard dog on the app. It's not no Navi. I'm only 60% of it. It's not nothing to do with no repo. You said
No,
you
that's,
feared.
no, 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 no,
Hold
no,
on,
no.
hold on. You said you would fear that confiding in her, she would bring something to the app, but you can't tell us anything that she's brought to the app. We trying to figure it out. I'm doing a process of elimination.
HB, again, that right there is the problem. You're trying to. What are you? You need to
So
eat.
stop.
Can somebody send her some money?
Drink a little bit of your vitamin water.
Because you're not
I'm
hearing me at all. I really hope y'all are, because you're not hearing me at all.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm gonna say it again, real fucking slow, and I already talk slow. Just one thing, HB. Some of those
Oh, they
things
told me to
that
help you. Y'all, can y'all help Chef with her gift goal? My bad. They told me to say that in the comments since your mom's not up here.
Thank
She
you.
just
Well,
got
one of my mods. Yeah, somebody can come up and do a commercial. This ain't that for me, y'all. So that's why I'm not. This ain't about none of that for me right now. So that's why I'm not thinking about taps, shares, none of that bullshit.
So just drink your vitamin water while we figure out what the problem is. So,
HB.
Yeah.
I really need you to hear me when I say this for the last time. Some of the things that you said were part of the problem. There is not just one thing. The one thing that you're asking me for is what you're trying to figure out, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell any of you.
So even if I caught it, you're not going to tell me.
I can honestly say you have not said it. Because
honestly feel like,
just understand,
Chef,
as friends,
hold on.
you do things, you say things, and people's feelings get hurt just as easily as you realize how much you love that person. So
do you feel like this?
Like relationships are layered and complicated.
They said, but HB, basically she's saying you're the problem. Do you feel like, I think I was a kind of
you
a good
are the problem.
Let me
100% for T. Yes, you were 1,000,000%. I'm saying this. She didn't say this. Yes. I believe for T, like you were 100% the problem.
I feel like when I came into the picture, it helped you realize that your friendship with T was not as good as you thought it was, because you were able to be 100% yourself, very transparent, very comfortable. There's nothing you couldn't tell me.
And here's why that's dangerous to say. If you were my only friend, I could see you saying that. Sweetheart, I was confiding in the people that I knew I could confide in. That's my point. Mm-hmm. So if I didn't have any friends, I could understand you saying that. I truly could, but that's not my case. So no, you didn't put no blaring light on me and T's friendship for me. You didn't put no blaring light on me and T's friendship. Or
okay, so it can't be nothing but reciprocation then. Over the time you pouring, you got a 2% battery back. You got 2 bars. Her battery pack full. You got 2 bars, and you giving her the 2 bars that you ain't really got to give. It had to be reciprocation then at this point, if that's the only thing that's left, because that's the only thing so far that you've admitted to. It's the reciprocation. You're not getting poured back into, or whatever the case may be. Because I don't know what else.
You know what? I like the way that Yes, just put that. She says, Chef, it was an issue before HB. She just lit the match. That's a fair statement. But again, her match lighting was at Doomsday. Her match lighting wasn't us forming a friendship. I can be friends with multiple people. Wait, what?
I'm trying to figure. Like I said, nobody knows what the issue. I'm telling you, I'm not the only person lost down here.
What's the resolution? The resolution for me is still working through these hurt feelings and truly working through them.
But what hurt your feelings?
Me hearing. Do what?
What hurt your feelings?
I'm talking about the whole situation, love. That's what I'm saying. Me. Obviously, clearly I'm still affected. So that tells me that I haven't worked through everything. That's what I'm saying. Someone just said, well, shit, it's too far gone now. But I was responding to what they said.
Oh, my friends told me to stop interrupting you, so shut the fuck up.
I'm too damn old to be acting like this. So is your mammy. Girl, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
When you didn't have funerals for babies.
Can you invite T over here so we can all figure out what the problem is at this point?
No, but you can go over there if you want.
I'm not allowed up over there. The door's locked. I'm saying this show live.
He blocked
This
you?
your friend. No, I'm not blocked. I just don't go in her space. I don't come in her space. But I'm saying, I do feel like y'all might as well do a damn side by side like y'all did when y'all was playing the Set It Off song. I believe I Could Fly, whatever the fuck she was playing for y'all to be back friends. And talk.
What'd you say, Henry? HB did more to me than tea time. Okay.
Is Henry a man or a woman?
Henry is a woman.
It was like a man. But you don't think that y'all should...
HB doesn't get under, it's not that HB gets understanding, it's that I know who HB is. HB doing what HB does is HB being HB. I am not going to expect her to be anybody other than who the fuck she is. I don't, so y'all expect the same thing from everybody? Y'all, what?
So my next question is, if I wasn't in the picture, if I had nothing to do with nothing, would this still be a problem? If I was never in the picture, if you never...
I can't play the whataboutisms. I don't know. I don't know if something else wouldn't have happened. Just because it happened to be you doesn't mean, again, you weren't the initial issue. So to say that it was all your fault is just not fair. It's just not a fair statement. So it could have been anything. It could have been anything. I don't know.
I'm lost.
I can't answer stuff that didn't happen. I don't know. I mean, come on. That's not even a fair question.
People in the comments saying, Chef, not your friend either. We not friends.
We're not friends. I don't have no friends on this app.
I'm not over here to be a friend. She said I was over here to provide clarity on something. That's why I was contacted about. Now, that's why I'm over here. I'm not over here to be a friend. I like the question Kelsey asked. Why don't you just talk to T? It can't be that bad. You talking to me?
This is a lot with no clarity. That is a very true statement. I agree 100%. And once I get that clarity, I know I'll be in a better headspace when it comes to this whole situation. Because I still have some shit to work through. Can't talk to somebody who don't want to listen. That's also a true statement.
That's true too.
That is
That's very
definitely a true statement.
Absolutely. If the attempt was made and it was failed and it wasn't on your fault, hey, that's very true.
That is a very true statement. T
That
said
could be part of the
this was her
problem.
clarity. I'm glad. I'm glad.
So you're not open to a conversation.
No. Right now, no. I told you, I don't. I can't have the conversation right now because I need to have the conversation with myself. I need to work some
If you
things
can have a
out within
conversation with
myself.
Chef, you can certainly have a conversation with T.
I don't care how you try to make it make sense for you. I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. I could have a
Okay, so are you going to do
conversation
this?
with
Are you going to do this
right
live
now.
again? Are you going to
I
do
don't
something
fucking
similar to this
know.
live again after today? You shouldn't though. If you don't want to
That
give
has been
clarity or nothing like that, you don't want to have a
nobody
conversation.
could have told me. Nobody could have told me that I even would have ever done this bullshit. So I can't. I don't know. Is it something that I plan to do? No. Just like I didn't plan to do this bullshit.
But you
So
did it because she used y'all's old friendship as an example. So that's why I said, is this something that you could have requested up in the panel, like you was in her panel the other day, and said, "Hey T," or shot her a quick text like, "Hey, please don't use, that's triggering. Please don't use our old friendship as an example on on your platform." You don't think it could have been a simple just that?
could have been a
Or
lot
you
of
felt
stuff.
like regardless, because you have done this in the past, she's going to do it regardless?
Ain't thought that far ahead. I told you this was a knee-jerk reaction. I ain't thought that far ahead. So I'm not finna give you an answer just because you want it. I ain't thought that far ahead.
Got it.
Oh, also I'm in love with you. Did you know that?
Yeah, I'm in love with you too.
According, yeah, I know. Real bad.
I think your platform is doing very well right now. And I don't think that you should rebirth this situation and perhaps put a cloud over your platform again. I think you should let it go. I think if Tea Time does something that bothers you or upsets you or makes you uncomfortable, I think that going forward you should just simply send a text, because this right here, including the people who has regrown to like you again and refollow you and whatever the case
Get
may
it?
be. You
I
know what I'm
get it.
saying?
I love how everybody has so much advice for things that they haven't. And I'm not talking about you specifically. I mean, in general, that's something that we do on this app. When a person is triggered, that's why it's a trigger. You don't ever know what the fuck the outcome is going to be. It's a trigger. This wasn't a planned anything. It triggered me and I got on the app and I vented. That's all this was for me. That's it. And I'm going to be honest with you. It wasn't even for y'all's clarity. Clearly. Because if it was, then I would have gone into gory detail of explaining everything. And that's just not what this was. So I will agree with you 100%. That's why I said I need to, when it comes to not allowing this to happen again, I did not know that this was still in me, or I would not have been triggered. That's what I'm telling you guys. I did not know that I'm still feeling a way, or I would not have been triggered. So that tells me that I still need to work through some shit, clearly, if I can still get triggered.
So can I
And
say this?
when I do work through it, coming back to the app with it, like this goes against the core of I don't explain shit to people. So
Can
no,
I say something to you?
this isn't something that I plan to do again. Say what?
Can I say? This is my this is my opinion. I promise I'm gonna leave it alone. This is my real raw opinion. Just like, don't take offense to it or whatever. I think it's 50-50, right? I think that you feel or whatever allegedly.
So I promise I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna let you give your opinion without me saying a word. This was not me confiding a fuck ass thing into HB. I asked HB to come over here. Excuse me, because she is one of the only she's the one that said shit and allowed shit to be believed that she knew wasn't true. And she was the only one that could say, yeah, just like with the me being in love with her thing. She has stated several times, I don't believe that Chef is in love with me. Never believe that. Don't mean, and y'all still running with that. So she is the only one that can clear up certain things that she said or alluded to. The only one. Scoop couldn't clear it up and Bree can't clear it up. She was the only one because she's the one that said it. She's the one that put it out there. So that's why HB is here. Ain't nobody confiding shit into HB. I've had zero conversation with HB outside of, I need you to tell the truth. That was our conversation. 3 minutes before me coming live.
Okay, so my opinion is this. I feel like you started off doing really good with your friendship with T. Y'all built a friendship off this app. It was you did everything in your power. I feel like you felt like you was overcompensating as a friend. The reciprocation was not there. You was pouring a lot into somebody you wasn't getting poured back into. You felt like you couldn't come to your friend. Somebody consider you to be your friend. Not even just a friend. You used to call T your sister damn near. Because you would be judged. You also feared that based on, I guess, the things you see her do amongst the app, that whatever you confide in her about, it would be content one day. So you couldn't do that. I felt like that's where tea time failed as a friend. The reciprocation wasn't there. It was a little bit one-sided. It seemed selfish, kind of like Crown had confessed to as well. So you weren't the only friend that felt that way, right? Instead of you going about dealing with it a right way, either cutting her off as a friend or expressing that to her, you befriended me, an enemy, right? And I guess it's okay for you to befriend me. That's your business. But when you start expressing to me any mishaps that y'all may be having, that's where I felt like you probably was kind of wrong at. And you opened up to me because I wasn't going to judge you. I didn't give a damn. You know what I mean? But who am I to open up to? You don't even know me, especially after all the shit that had just happened with us or whatever the case may be. I think that further pushed her away from you. Y'all friendship wedge really was drawn, but the wedge was already there because of the situation that happened with Navi that you're avoiding talking about. Why? What friend wouldn't want her friend to date her friend?
Nope.
I know you always felt that.
See, that's the shit that's the shit
you
I
always
can't
stop me
stand.
when we get there because you know
Because again, you by throwing his name in there, you're making it seem as though there's some secret squirrel shit. No, he has absolutely nothing to do with this. That's like you throwing Ava's name in there. She has nothing to do with this. So throwing them in there gives people an idea or gives the illusion of it really is something there. She don't want to talk about it. No, I don't want to talk about it because there's nothing to fucking talk about when it comes to that.
But I recall that being a problem. I recall that being an issue.
Assumed it was a problem, and I keep saying that. But because you don't want to hear that, again, you assumed that it was a problem. I've said that numerous times.
If none of these are the problem, then
that HB, that's not what I said. What I said was leave him out of it because he has nothing to do with this. And you keep throwing him in there because we both know that as long as you keep throwing him in there and I don't clear it up, it's going to be a little seed that people, no. Ava ain't got shit to do with it. Navi ain't got shit to do with it. And leave it there. That's it. Continue.
They said she wants you to keep it real with what you did. I'm not being asked no questions. That's what I'm here for. I'm not being asked to keep it real about nothing. I mean, I'm here. I'm willing to
No,
answer anything.
you allow, just like with the, am I in love with you? Did you say I was in love with you? Nope, you never said it, but you didn't clear it up either, right? So you put enough out there to let people come to their own conclusions. So that's just what it was. That's what you do, right?
If I'm not the person who said it, is it my job to clear? Why would I, in that moment, and it's my duty, I'm going out my way to make you look absolutely crazy.
That's my
Why
point,
would I-
HB. No, that's my point. That's why I have you here now.
Okay.
That's the point. Some of what you said was flat out lies, and you know it. You know it. I didn't set up a Simone. I didn't book a place.
I never said you set her up. I never said you set her up.
Again, you didn't say it, but you knew you could have cleared it up. What you did say was that I knew you were coming. No, what you did
How could I
say
clear
was,
that up?
huh?
How could I have cleared that up? I told you what I was going to do, and that was the end of that.
You hadn't even bought your ticket.
Don't matter. You didn't know if I was
And
invited.
that is the one thing that I did speak about. What was I supposed to tell A. Simone when you still hadn't even purchased a ticket?
You should have
There
said
was
just in
nothing
case
to
she purchased
discuss.
a ticket.
But I'm not.
You could've
I'm not
said
going to go
just in
back.
case.
I'm not going to go back into those
Okay.
details about that one particular situation. I just use that as an example to say it could have been cleared up and you chose not to, and I understand why you chose not to, because that goes against the whole point of your doomsday. I'm talking about today. I wasn't in love with you. I did not book. I wasn't allowing you to just drag T's name every day, all day, in my presence. Again, the things that you said in my presence had usually something to do. Well, I ain't even gonna say usually. The things that I could remember had something to do that was going on within her platform that you didn't like, and you, especially when it came to the whole Q thing. That's really where most of it was. When you had anything really negative to say, was surrounding the Q thing and how she handled that. Outside of that, we've already cleared up that the whole picture thing, it was just on some, y'all, look at how I got T, or look at how I got Diamond, or look at, so that wasn't even, oh no, we just dogging people out. You knew that the resort that I booked was not in no dangerous part of the DR. There weren't pigs and chickens and all that shit that you said was just running free. Yeah. See, that's the kind of shit you flat out lied, and then there's some things you just didn't clear up. And right, I mean, that's what you felt like you did what you did, because that was the point of it.
I guess. About them stray dogs.
Oh, and then wait, what did you say? You said that had the DR trip happen, I think I was gonna clear like $30,000 or $35,000 or some shit. You know good and goddamn well that's not what that was. Wasn't even close.
What happened?
Not even in the ballpark.
No, what'd you say? What happened?
When you made the assumption that I was bringing people to a dangerous part of the Dominican only to walk away with a $30,000 profit. And that was not the case.
Them motherfucking stray dogs and them niggas on the motorcycles and the cartel.
Girl,
that shit to me is dangerous.
You knew.
And that brown motherfucking dirt. That shit is dangerous to me. And you would have made just about that profit if we did the math right. So that wasn't the furthest thing from
not even close to that, HB. Not even close. I would have had to been charging everybody damn near $2,000 to have made $30,000.
Y'all make sure y'all hit my cash out for my Tiffany's necklace and earrings.
Girl,
but
not even close.
Sugar, you
they
was charging
definitely
some
got
money.
pigs. I'm not saying that they don't have pigs. I'm saying the resort that
They got
I
bald
booked.
eagles and some more shit.
Absolutely not. It was in the rich side. It was on the rich side of town. We had our own fucking private beach. What are you talking about? Absolutely
So
not.
why didn't you continue? Why didn't you go forward with it?
HB, okay, your work here is done because you finna piss me off.
No, I'm over here trying to order my
HB,
damn
it
food.
was shut the fuck up. It was 5,000 people in that live when you were saying all this dumbass shit that you know was dumbass shit. Because if it was that bad of a resort, why was
Don't
your
exaggerate.
girlfriend
It
the
was not
first one to buy the
5,000.
ticket?
It was not
Do I need to
5,000. It was
show you?
3,000.
It, no, ma'am. It was
I
5
remember
that day.
like
That was
yesterday.
Ava's
I was like, I
graduation.
did
I
that.
remember it like it was yesterday. It was May 18th, the day my daughter graduated.
Yeah.
I promise you it was 5,000 people in there.
So that was a big day. Say it, Wayne. But you had big days too, Chef. Y'all had big days too. Y'all had big days
I
too.
don't give a fuck about no big days with no numbers
Numbers.
when lies and bullshit are being spewed. That's not a big day. That's bullshit.
They said if
If
HB
it was
apologizes,
if it was productive, that's what I call a big day.
it was very productive. Y'all made that's my debut on Messy Talk. And I'll forever be thankful for that. Grateful for you guys. I'm not going to lie. To the teacups. You was once a teacup. You smell like a kettle because you was next to tea. But I will say I'm forever grateful for that. That was a big day for y'all. Big days. Damn near a month straight.
No, that was a month. That was the entire month of May.
That had to be, no, I'm talking about earlier this year, babe. January, February. It was crafty of me. I won't go into details, but it was big days for you guys. You know, gotta be strategic on this app, baby. If you want to make it, you gotta do what you got to do. What's that Keith? I'm trying to find what album is that Keith said song go. So they asking, do you want an apology for me? Something of that nature. Why aren't y'all hitting the cash app?
I don't believe in
Now that-
apologies. Not when it comes to blatant lies. No. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not.
Can you talk about the blatant lies?
HB, you can go.
You sure?
Because I hate repeating myself, and I've done it too many times.
No, we didn't get to the part about the
Ask
parts that I lied
question
about.
a different way doesn't change my answer. I'm not simpleton.
I like that.
And,
No,
and
I was
the
saying-
fact that you're even trying that shit with me is crazy.
No, I'm truly trying to figure out which parts was the
HB.
blatant lie so I can bring clarity on those specific.
Okay. So I was okay. So let's start. I've done this,
Okay.
and we're gonna clear this up. So I dog T because those were the words. I dog T. I dog T.
Okay, we did do clarity on that.
No, yes or no. I dog T.
Yes, regarding how what she considered
Absolutely not.
dogging.
I never dog T.
No. Listen, regarding what she considered dogging.
That's not what
She
I
explained
asked
what
you.
dogging-
I need you to listen
Under
to
my
what
definition, no.
Listen.
My definition of
Thank
dogging,
you.
no.
Okay,
That would have to
so
come out of your mouth.
answer the goddamn question. Did I dog
Okay.
T? Yes or no?
My definition of dogging, no. Hers, yes.
Okay. I'm not asking you shit about what you think hers is. I am asking you, did I
Me.
dog T?
What I consider dogging, no. What she considered dogging, yes.
Okay. HB, just go.
They did tell me to get my coat and purse. So I'm going to get up out of here. But you have a good night. I'm glad that I could do this for you. And yeah, thank you guys. Have a good night, Sheffy.
Good night. Now y'all can go on over there to Tea Times panel. Thank you, Les. I didn't even know I had that up there. I hadn't been on this account in weeks. I don't even know who this is.
I didn't mean to come up.
Oh,
But
okay.
I love you. I hope things get better.
Are you okay?
I don't feel too good.
Is someone there with you?
Yeah.
T-Money, you don't sound good. What's wrong?
No, I'm sorry. No. Oh, please.
Well, I'm gonna give it about 30 minutes, and then if it don't get better, I'm gonna go to the hospital.
Okay. But you're not at home alone, right?
No.
Is someone's there that can you call that person into the room right now for me?
She not gonna come. She in her room. She working, my sister. Like she's here.
I need to know someone is there, T, because you don't sound like you're even strong enough to be holding your phone right this very second.
And
Are you having an episode?
a little, yeah.
Okay, so
Yes,
how
I
do
was
you
listening
normally
to y'all, and I kind of fell asleep, but
how do you normally work through your episodes? How do you normally work through your episodes?
I take my medicine
Okay,
and I drink plenty of fluids.
okay,
And if it don't stop, then I go to the hospital.
okay. Did you take your medicine
Yes,
before you went to sleep or after?
before I went to sleep.
Okay. Have you been drinking water?
Yeah, and I even got some electrolyte IV stuff.
Okay. Promise me if this continues, you're gonna go to the hospital.
Yes,
T-Money, I'm
I
serious.
promise. I know.
How you gonna call your sister if she's in another room?
Is Crystal back in here, Faye?
Can you just text your sister and let her know you're not feeling good?
She saw me laying down. Where did she go? Do you know?
No, baby, I don't know. I need you to call your sister in there for me, okay?
She's
No, I was talking to my granddaughter.
How old is your granddaughter?
Yeah, I was talking to my granddaughter. She's right here. I was
How old is
asking
she?
her if my sister came back in.
Okay. How old is your granddaughter?
She 9. She 9.
Is there anybody else other than her? So is your sister there or did she leave?
I think she left. I saw her when I rolled over to go to sleep.
And you might
I was
need.
Okay,
asking Faye, was she back
can I
in?
talk to your granddaughter? Can I talk to your granddaughter real quick?
Okay. Faye, you hear the lady on the phone?
Hey,
Say hi.
is your auntie there?
No.
No. So it's just you and your granny there?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where your auntie went?
No.
No.
Around the corner.
Okay, can you just text her then, T, and just let her know you really don't feel good and might need to go to the hospital?
But text, call her.
Or that. But I want you to stay up here. I don't want you to disconnect until I know your sister's home.
Let me see when she coming home.
Huh?
She just if she's not in here, she's just around the corner. She's
I understand that, but right now it's just you and a 9-year-old, and you don't even sound strong enough to walk to the front door. I need you to call your sister and just ask her to come home and let her understand that you are not feeling well and might need to go to the hospital. You're having an episode.
Imani, what are you feeling?
just a lot of pain.
Will you please call your sister?
You coming right back, or you just sitting outside? Okay. Where you at Shantae? Okay. Well, I'm just telling you, I don't feel too good, so, but Faith finna take her shower and go to sleep, and then if I don't feel better, I might have to go to the hospital.